My connection is low. Hey everybody, I'm coming on. I just did a full sermon. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna it says unstable connection. I'm trying to see you guys. I don't have good service, it looks like, for some strange reason. Hopefully you guys can see me. I have a couple minutes before I have to head out the door. I just did a YouTube full sermon. I'm about to love you too. I just did a full YouTube sermon. I'm about to upload in 1 second, but I want to give a summation on it, you guys. I have wishy-washy service, so it might go in and out. I don't know. But I wanted to take a time on here and tell you guys that I was reading in John, and I read a whole bunch. So it's a whole sermon on here, you guys. Anyway, it was about the resurrection of Lazarus and how you have to have faith and believe. And how you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You know me, I like to say where you from, because I like to know where all my viewers are from. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Yeah. I was just talking because the Spirit has been speaking so heavily in this season. Lithonia. Oh, snap. I lived there for 2 years. Texas. Arlington, Texas. Okay. The Spirit has been so heavy. Jacksonville. You right here in Florida. I'm right here in Gainesville. Where's everybody else from? Y'all join in. I would like to speak to everybody, so I'm trying to get on here. Morning from Phoenix, Arizona. Love my post. Thank you. Good afternoon. Yeah, but the Spirit has been on me so heavy about this change that's coming. North Carolina, about it being like this big change in the atmosphere, this big shift that's happening. Dallas, Texas in the house. Y'all know I'm a Florida girl. Had a new account. Yeah, my account's going in and out, so if you guys can see me, it's wishy-washy. So that's why I just went on ahead and did my reading of the word on my on my YouTube, you guys. So as soon as Indiana, hello. So as soon as I get done, I'm going to post the actual video I did with the chapter and the sermon on there. But it was just about the resurrection of Lazarus and Mary and the faith and the belief that you have to have. And going into this next season, I feel like we have to have this faith. I know they say faith of a mustard seed, but it has to be greater than that. We have to find faith from somewhere, anywhere, because where we're about to walk into is something that we've never done before, and we're going to be walking into new territory. And I know God's saying that he's taking over territory, but when we get into that territory, we have to have wisdom and the discernment to walk into that. Yes, the crazy faith. Yeah, there we go. Crazy faith. I like that. We have to have crazy faith. Because the things that I've been seeing is crazy. My YouTube. Okay. I'll follow you when you leave a comment on there so I can see it. Yeah, but the things that God has planned for our life in this season, this is the season of harvest. And I know that this has been a tough year for so many of us. And even if it's not tough physically, it is mentally. And so many mental health issues have been taking its toll on a lot of us, myself included. I'm not excluded from anything. But God's saying that he had to bring us through that season because he has overflow for us in our next season and abundance in our next season. And all year we've been sowing seeds, even if it's not financial seeds, because I am a big thing on that. Like, hey boo, I am a big thing in everything you do is a seed. So that's why you have to walk with grace and walk like you know that you're anointed, because how you treat people are the seeds that you're sowing. So when you treat people with kindness and love, you're sowing kindness and love into the world. When you treat people with the attitude, and when you treat, why do I feel like I need to do this on TikTok? When you treat people with the attitude, those are the seeds that you're planting. So you wonder why everybody's been angry with you and why everyone's treating you poorly. It's because, like, look at it's the reflection of you. So in everything we do, we have to plant great seeds, even when it's being a friend to somebody, being a great seed to that friendship, being a great seed to giving someone a ride. It isn't all monetarily. Like, I know people like to say, oh, give 10%, and that's a big thing, yes, but 10% of what? 10% of you feeling like you can't even go on, but you found a way to help someone else in this life. 10% of your finances, okay, great, but 10% of your heart when you feel like you can't go on. Help someone that you feel like is deserving. And as we approach winter time, we go into homelessness, and people need jackets. You might have some jackets in your closet that you're not using, blankets in your in your closet that you're not using, things that you haven't used in years that you can help someone out with. There's plenty ways you can sow seeds besides having money. Listen, God can bless you with the seeds that you're putting in this atmosphere. If you sow kindness, you reap kindness. Here we go. I'm trying to read all you guys' things. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you caught me. Yes, you caught me. Yes, I only have like 5 minutes left. Here we go. I'm trying to read it all, you guys. Okay. Your way. You guys, I don't breathe life into messages, hateful things. That's one thing that you never see me comment on anything, because I'm a big believer in what you breathe life into is how you live. If you breathe life into hate, you'll be hateful, and someone can't argue back with themselves. They just can't. I mean, they can be crazy, but they can be crazy by themselves. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you. Yeah, I breathe life into what feeds me. I breathe life into the Bible and wisdom and honor, because it's going to breathe life into me. Listen, I don't have time to breathe life into animosity and anger, because it will just weigh you down. And you wonder why some people just look defeated in life. And yes, life will defeat you if you allow it to. And I've been in some storms in my life where I just feel like I just can't make it. I just can't make it. Close the door, lock me in my room, everything. But then God will come to me and he would say, get up, get up, get up. And then I would get up. And even if I have to crawl to get up, I would get up. And he would say, take a shower. And I would lay in the shower, because I don't have the energy to get up to even take a shower, because it seems like sometimes life can beat the mess out of you. And you might have more bills than you have money for, you have more everything than you have time for. And I'm a single mother, so sometimes you just don't know what you're gonna do with nothing. Like, how are you gonna make a meal out of nothing? But that's where that crazy faith comes in. God isn't going to allow you to go down. You might have some down seasons or some down periods, but trust me, you being a faithful and obedient servant, God's going to send people. When I tell you that God's going to send people to bless you, he's going to send people to bless you. That pay it forward is God saying, I got you. I got you. Somebody paid for your food in front of you. God said, I got you. Somebody paid for your gas. God says, I got you. Someone bought you lunch at work. I got you. He's like, little by little, little by little, little by little. I know that you feel like you can't go on. I know that you feel like you can't. But I'm going to send a new wind in your life. I'm going to send a new wind in your life to deliver you. Listen, God's going to do a new thing. God's going to do a new thing. Don't worry about what God has going on for you. Don't worry about the bills, because if God is for you, nothing can be against you. Nothing or no one can be against you. I remember at my lowest point, someone said, if God is for you, who can be against you? What are you worried about it for? Why are you hyperventilating before you go into the job? I remember I used to lock myself in the car before I got out to go to work, and I used to just breathe, because I was just like, God, I can't go in this building. I can't go in this building. These people don't like me. I don't like these people. I got to pay my bills. I got to raise my kids. I can't even muster a seat to get out of this car. And I would cry and I would kick the seats. And I was like, God, please deliver me. And it took about a year and a half before I got out of that volatile job, that volatile situation. And God was like, I had something for you. You just had to give me time to get there. That's why they say God's timing is perfect. And the last day of me working at that job, it was so volatile. And this is before I knew it was officially done for me to be gone. God says, did you even apply for the job? No, I sent them to you. he was like, did you even have the qualifications to get the job I'm giving you? And I was like, no. And he was like, so why then are you doubting me now? I was like, okay. He's like, I'm going to sustain all of your needs. Everything is going to work out in its perfect timing. Everything is going to work out in its perfect timing. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. And it might seem like the walls are closing in, the babies are acting crazy, the job is acting crazy. I remember I have 3 vehicles. All 3 of them broke down. No one can fix them. No shop can fix them. Nothing could happen. I exhausted my savings, all my funds. I was getting denied at car places, and I had perfect credit. I had good income. It was like, what was next? What is next, God? And as I was getting up, I had to work at 6, and I stayed 30 minutes in the car. It took me 2 hours to walk there. And I was like putting my babies on my back, walked them down to the daycare, and I walked to work, and I was like, I'm not going to lose my job. No weapon formed against me is going to prosper. Devil, I know you're trying to defeat me. I will not be defeated. I will pack my kids up at 4 in the morning. I would drop them off, and I would hike it to work. I didn't care that I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't care that I didn't have no finances. I knew that if I get there, God would bless me. I didn't even eat most of the days. I was just like, my kids ate, they're good. My son at the time, he was like 7. He was like, Mommy, are you going to eat tonight? And I was like, yeah, when y'all go to sleep, I'm going to eat. I didn't eat. I didn't eat for a couple of days. As long as my kids was fed, I was good. So when you see people celebrating how they're overcoming things, it's because they've been through some things. A lot of times my kids would eat and I wouldn't eat. They would get to work, they would get to school, and they didn't know that Mommy walked to work. They didn't know Mommy didn't eat. They didn't know Mommy wasn't going to eat tonight. I just knew that I had enough money for them, and that was all that mattered. I lived my life. I would be okay. And that's why I always say the crying in the shower, because I'm big on not letting my kids see my emotions, because they need to see that they have a stable mom. Period, point blank. Like, I don't want to see them and have them see me in a volatile situation. So then I was good at like masking and telling everybody I was okay, I was okay, I was okay. But I was never okay. I was never okay. And in that relationship I was in, he was cheating, had a baby on me. He was doing all kind of crazy stuff, hitting the walls over my head. And I was saying I was okay. I was okay. But I wasn't okay. So that's when I went to God, and I was like, I'm not okay. I'm telling the world that I'm okay. I have the world believing that I'm okay. I get to my job and everyone thinks I'm the best boss, and I'm running around and I'm happy. And back then, like, they had like some food on the table back there, like some chips and stuff, and that would like be the only thing I would eat. And I would go home and I would just cry my eyes out in the shower, and I would get up, get my kids ready, walk, figure it out, and do the same thing again. And all while I was walking to work, I wasn't complaining. I was telling God, thank you for my feet. Thank you for my legs. Thank you for my back. Thank you. Thank you. I never wanted to complain, because what if I couldn't walk to work? What if I was disabled? What if I didn't have a job? And I just kept saying, God, I know you're going to bring me through this. I know you're going to bring me through this. I know you're going to bring me through this. And even on my new walk this year, I was homeless in April for a couple of days, because all of a sudden when I told God, you have my yes and amen, I got an eviction notice on my door. Never been late. Paid extra. I've never had any issues, and I got an eviction notice on my door. 30 days, and I have the sheriff at my door. No one was giving me any place to live. I have perfect credit. I have an awesome job, great income, and every door was shut. And I just started laughing, because I said, God, I told you you have my yes and my amen. And I told you that I was going to feed your people. So I know the opposition is coming. I know that the attacks are coming. They have no reason to deny me. Finally, when I get to this place, the lady, she's a pastor and her husband's a pastor, and they said they've been praying for me. And I'm like, they've been praying for me. And they gave me this place. But then they told me why I was getting denied from all of these people. And I'm like, why? I have perfect credit. I got good money. And they said, because the people you were renting from before was calling behind you, telling everyone not to rent to you. And I'm like, well, why? They didn't have a reason. They didn't have a reason. Sometimes the devil doesn't have a reason for the attacks. He just knows that when you get into your new season, you're going to be unstoppable. I had just started TikTok. I did not know how to do this. I started TikTok in March. And who knew that it would become all of this? I did not know that God really spoke to me the way he spoke to me, and it touched so many people. I thought he was just talking to me, and half the time I thought I was crazy, honestly, until everyone started resonating with what he said. The devil was trying to stop me from getting to this point that we are here now. Listen, it doesn't matter what you face. Know that the devil is trying to stop you from getting to the next level. And you won't be stopped. You will not be defeated. You're bigger than what you coming from. Listen, being homeless with my babies, I said, Mom, take my kids. I'll sleep in the car. I'll figure it out. I'll get it done. Like, just take my kids. I don't care what happens to me as long as these little babies I put on this earth is good. Listen, I know the attack is going to be great. And going into this next season, God says that you have to be prayed up so much. You have to have this relationship with him where you pray throughout the day, not just a little bit of the day. You have to pray throughout the day, all day. I have this thing when people are talking to me, I'm talking to God, so you might have to repeat yourself, because make sure I have your undivided attention, because I'm sitting over here talking to God, because I know where I'm trying to get. I hear what you're saying, but you might have gossip and worry, and I can't take gossip and worry into my next season. I can't take doubt into my next season. I can't take any of that in my next season. I can't do that. I can't afford to do that, because God says, where I'm taking you, I need your full attention. I need your full attention. I don't need you to be distracted by a lover, because you're wondering if they're cheating on you, if they love you, if they're going to text you, if they're going to call you, if you're good enough, if you're worthy. You're doing all of this stuff and you're taking away from the attention from God. He said, yeah, your kingdom spouse is coming, but that's what that will be. A kingdom spouse, meaning worry will be gone, because that person is going to be of me. So your worry is going to stop with them. When you come out your mouth to start speaking, they're going to come back and feed you with some words. They said, this is where we're going to base our relationship off of. And if the Bible is not what we're basing our relationship off of, that's not your kingdom spouse. Sorry, not sorry. They're not going to have you wondering or worrying, because God is not the author of confusion. So if you're wondering if this person loves you, if you're wondering if this person is for you, that's confusion. That's not from God. A real man or a real woman will put you in a place of security, not insecurity. Insecure is for the weak. Secure is for the kingdom. And in this next relationship, your kingdom relationship, it will be secure with sufficient funds from God. Listen, I don't want it if it ain't got God in it. If it ain't got God in it, keep it over there. I don't care if you King Kong, whatever. Keep that over there. Because we have too much to lose in this season. And we don't have time to have other people taking away what God has brought to us. If it ain't from God, don't bring it to me. I had to cut off a friend of 12 years this year, because she had that foolishness with her. And I can't go into my next season with that foolishness, because I start doubting myself. I'm like, whoa, wait, cut them ties. That wasn't from God. Don't be afraid of cutting people off that's not becoming of your next season. God will cut them off anyway. Listen, God will cut them off anyway. So it's better you cut them off and have some closure with it than God taking them off and you sitting here like, whoa, what just happened? Listen, oh my gosh, I gotta get ready to go to work. I gotta get ready to go to work. So you guys, thank you for your time and listening to me and my rambling or whatever. But you guys be blessed. I leave with you my peace. Hopefully you guys can feel it. My laughter, my anointing, whatever you guys need, take what you need to take. And you guys have a blessed day. Love you guys.